Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Hey y'all. My name is Coach Liz. Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Alright, y'all. So, usually I focus on love and your weekly forecast, but as of late, I've really been pulled to focus on health and wellness, right? On fitness journey. I know it is the beginning of the year. A lot of us tend to set, New Year's resolutions, especially when it comes to our health. And I love that for us. But I also feel like for some of us, it's difficult, right? We go in this cycle, we go hard in the beginning and then we kind of start to fall off as the months go by, right? So, as a coach, as a certified fitness coach, and one that has been training and coaching for over 10 years, I figured that I could also use my intuitive abilities to help some of my clients, some of my subscribers on their fitness journey, right? I feel like we are interconnected individuals. Our emotions, our mental health, our emotional and mental health play a big role in our physical appearance and how we view ourselves and how we show up for ourselves in the physical. So, you can't take one without the other. And I tell my clients this all the time, especially my fitness clients. Um, if we're not mentally and emotionally healthy or balanced, let me say that, then it is very difficult to carry on a consistent fitness journey, right? Because we actually project whatever is going on inside of us. That's a lot, and I don't think a lot of people realize that, but I feel like a lot of us are awakening to that. So I say all of that to say that this video is going to be a little bit different than what I have been posting. I am going to make possibly like a different segment for these videos because it's going to be based off your fitness journey. Those who are on a weight loss journey, those who are just trying to build muscle, gain weight, maintain, whatever it may be, right, for you. But this is going to be the health and wellness segment of my, I guess you can say, my tarot reading channel. Okay, so if you've made it this far, Earth signs, I'm so happy that you're going to stick it out with me. There's clearly a message here for you when it comes to, even if you're not on a fitness journey, maybe you're just like, I'm just here just trying to see what the fuck she's about to talk about. Listen, whatever comes out in these messages, I pray that it gives you some guidance on how to get healthier, right? How to get healthier, or even if you're already doing some of these things, I pray that you're able to continue on that path, right? To, not veer off your journey. But with that being said, y'all remember this is still a general reading, so if it does not resonate, don't force the shoe to fit. There'll be more readings to come. And also, please remember that although I am certified as a fitness coach and a specialist in fitness nutrition, please understand that I am not a registered dietitian, nor am I a doctor. So everything that comes out in these readings are pretty much for entertainment purposes only. You are the driver of your own chariot. I will not tell you nor force you what you should and shouldn't do. You should always consult your doctor first, okay? All right. Now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. I do appreciate the support. Let's see. Messages for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Those who are on a fitness journey. Any obstacles, or let's see what's going on. Let's see what we need to talk about. It says negative body image. Don't compare your body to other people. See your own value and start believing you deserve and have the right to have the right to happiness regardless of how your body looks. So this is what I'm talking about, you guys. Negative body shaming, right? You may look at yourself in the mirror and you're not liking what you see, and it could be, yes, right, you gained a couple pounds, or you're not where you would want to be, but it goes deeper than that, right? The way you are projecting, or the way you are looking at yourself in a mirror, yes, it has something to do with, maybe comparing to how you used to look, or other people, around you. But this is tied to something, a deeper, like a cause or a root is what I want to say. Not because of the weight gain, not because somebody may look better, or not because of any of that. I feel like most of the times we deal with, comparing ourselves to others because of something that we grew up believing that we should do. So there's something there that could potentially need to be healed, Earth sign. So let's see. Too restrictive. Unless you adapt your eating in a way that honors your body and fits your personal lifestyle and health goals, you could be setting yourself up to fail. So if you're trying to carry a diet where, let's say, some of these athletes, right, that we see on social media, especially, they meal prep, they eat 6 to 9 times a day, they drink their gallon of water, they're taking their supplements, they're doing XYZ, they're waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, they're showing y'all like morning routine, what it is that they do, and they're trying to show y'all the discipline and the XYZ, but I'm here to tell y'all that's for also entertainment purposes, okay? You cannot live your life like someone that, first of all, you don't know, right? And I feel like I'm having to say that because I feel like for some of you, you may be comparing yourself to some of these people who, I don't want to say they don't live that lifestyle or that they're lying, right? But sometimes it's not realistic based off of your own schedule, period. That person may not have children and you do. That person may, not have to work, or they may never have had to work and you have. That person, I don't know, like their bills are being paid for and you're the one that has to pay the bills. Whatever it may be, what I'm trying to say is that if you're trying to create your eating habits around or based off of what someone else is doing because it's worked for them instead of something that will work for you, it's only going to set you up to fail. So most of the time I tell my clients, the best thing to do is to create a program where it meets you right where you're at, right? What does your schedule look like right now? What are the things that are obstacles right now? How do we work, or not around those obstacles, but if there are things that we can remove, great. Let's remove those. Let's make that the goal, right? What do we need to remove? But also, if there are obstacles, how can we work with those obstacles? Because sometimes we can't get rid of kids. Like sometimes we can't get rid of our responsibilities, or we can't get rid, of the amount of hours that we have to show up for work. Sometimes it's not possible for some of us. So focusing on the things that you are able to do right now. For example, if you already know you're going to eat one meal at least per day, right? Make sure that meal has everything your body needs, to even function, because I don't know who the fuck is eating peppers and 2 pieces of asparagus and one grain. It's like restricting yourself is only going to push you over the edge even more, right? I don't restrict my clients from absolutely anything, to be honest with you. I actually tell my clients that if there are certain things that they want to have, to go ahead and work for it. Work, balance it out. Find a balance to where you're making sure you're eating everything that your body needs to even just fucking function, which is not 10 calories a day. Eat what it is that you need to even just have regular bodily functions. And if you want, I don't know, to indulge in something on the weekend, have at it. Why not? Life is too short. But restricting yourself in this way is definitely not going to get us anywhere. Okay. What is this? Long-lasting results. You mastered a well-balanced, healthy lifestyle. See? It's about finding that balance, right? Not restricting yourself from those things that you enjoy. If you like sweets here and there, why the fuck not? I'm not saying every day, go to bed, eat a snack, something sweet every day. Pick something different, during the week. If you want that little sugar rush, go for it, but go for healthier options. Fruits, peanut butters, or nut butters. It says, what's crazy is like stuck in patterns, reassess your habits, and then this is saying long-lasting results. You mastered a well-balanced, healthy lifestyle. So it's like, I feel like for some of you, you even have the knowledge, like you have the information that you need to carry this well-balanced, healthy lifestyle, but it's like you keep repeating the same patterns. You feel like you have to restrict yourself. And it's more so because I want to say behind your beliefs. It's like it's how your relationship to food. And then this one came out as well, dating and dieting. No romantic partner is worth giving up your goals. So don't ditch your healthy eating habits just because your date is cute or because you feel pressure to eat the way they do. So, yeah, no. For some of you, you could feel like it's really hard to find a good balance, especially if you're dating someone who is not on the same journey as you. It's like you may be attached to someone that keeps you in this pattern. You know better, but yet because of someone that you could be tied to, you're not doing better. Okay. Alright, and then the bottom of the deck it says laziness has your fitness goals on hold. Okay, hold on. These damn cards are slippery as hell. Nothing will change unless you have a true desire to change. So, for some of you, y'all, I know it is the winter time. Okay, some of y'all are, what's that, boo loving? Like y'all are cuddled up, enjoying the warm, cozy weather. Let's go get a little snackety snack instead of going to the gym or going for a walk. For some of you, you're restricting yourself from reaching your fitness goals just because you're stuck in this pattern. You're not loving on. You could be blocking yourself. I don't know, for some of you, it could be a relationship that's taking away from you pouring into you. There's an energy of you loving and pampering on yourself. some clarity. Let's see what's going on. We're going to get in deep. We're going to get in deep with my earth signs. All right, let's see. What is this too restrictive for my earth signs on their fitness journey? What's going on? Temperance. Okay. That talks about time. Divine timing. Like, I feel like you're not allowing yourself, like, I feel like I'm talking to someone who picks up on a healthy lifestyle. Like, you get going and then you see that it's not moving fast enough. Then you start either to panic or to get frustrated, and you want to rush. You want to rush it. And with the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom, it lets me know, like, the more you're consistently watering this, like pouring into you, being patient with yourself. I'm hearing showing grace. You know, keeping something about balance is very significant. Temperance does talk about balance and harmony here. So it's like you go through periods of like indulging, and then boom, you restrict yourself. Or you're on a period of like you're going well, you have something balanced, you have it under control, and then you start dating and boom, you fall off. So it's like a pattern here that's repeating, and I feel like you're becoming aware of it, or you are aware of it. With Temperance, it feels like you're being divinely guided exactly to. This feels like more like a deeper healing for you. Like it goes beyond food. It goes beyond the dieting. It goes beyond, going to the gym or being consistent in the gym. I feel like there's something here that you're learning about yourself. Maybe how it is that you dating and dieting, like how you tie your emotions to how you stay on top of your own goals. For some of you, you fall off track when you start to date. When someone comes in with a shiny offer or an object saying, hey, look, let's go have some fun, or let's go do this and go do that. Let's go indulge. Let's go drinking. Let's go partying. Let's go have a little bit of fun, instead of let's go to the gym. Temperance. Okay, Justice, that's that balance again. That's what I'm talking about. I love this. And the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, Earth signs. So I feel like you guys are awakening and realizing these patterns, and you're calling justice. Like you're bringing a balance into your dating and like how you show up for others and how you show up for yourself. Like I said, I feel like it goes deeper than just food, right? Just gym. I feel like you're going through some sort of what do I want to call it? Transition. Like you're seeing the truth about yourself, your relationships, your relationship, not only to in romantic relationships, but also your relationship to food, to dieting. Right? It's like you're finding that perfect. I'm hearing the sweet spot for some of you. Not the sweet spot. We talking about not doing sweets, and here y'all go talking about some of the sweet spot. But the sweet spot meaning like you're hitting the sweet spot, right? Like you're learning to not restrict yourself, but you're also allowing yourself to indulge a little bit, right? You're finding that good balance. And I love that. That's what it's all about, you guys. If you're not an athlete, if you're not training for a specific sport or a specific like fitness, bodybuilding, because I guess that's also a sport. But if you're not training to be an athlete, then you don't have to eat like one. You don't have to train like one. And if you're watching other people on social media eat like athletes, train like athletes, and that's what you want, by all means, go for it, right? Go for it, please. But I feel like I'm talking to an earth sign here that is trying to find the balance, They're not necessarily on the goal to, you know, have the soccer player's body, but you do want that healthy balance between, you know, if I want to go out and pig out or enjoy something or indulge, you know, and drink and do the cupcakes and the sweets and whatever, then you'll go for it. You'll, you know, it's okay. But it's also like, you're like, okay, if I know I'm going to be eating like this on the weekend, then let me go ahead and make sure I'm eating clean during the week, right? That's just an example. That's what I like to tell my clients, right? It's all about the balance. It's about, I'm not a coach that restricts my clients from eating what they like. I'm a coach that teaches balance, right? How to incorporate the things that we like or like to indulge in, but also having control. So something about self-control could be significant, right? Finding that taking the reins, like taking control. Okay. What else? How is dating and dieting? How is this getting in the way? Okay, the fucking star. Listen, the way y'all are healing is crazy. Y'all have all major arcana here, so major energy, and the high priestess at the bottom of the deck. Oh, I love this. That is crazy. Okay, earth signs. There's Sagittarian energy here, Libra energy, Aquarian energy. Y'all have big energy going on. And maybe that's exactly what you're stepping into. It's like you're stepping into big energy here. Be heavy on the balance. These three cards talk about balance and harmony, and you have another card over here talking about the balance. So it lets me know you have the sweet spot, right? You're at that sweet spot. You understand, you have the knowledge, you're aware with the star energy. You've had that epiphany, you've had the realization, you see the truth. With the high priestess, it talks about knowledge. So again, with the laptop in her hand, it's like you've done the research. You understand what's good, what's not so good, how much of it, how much you should not eat of it. And I feel like now you're able to apply your knowledge. The only thing that's keeping you stuck at this point is laziness. And I'm sorry. Okay. But I'm also a coach, and I have to tell the truth with the justice energy being out here. It's nothing is going to change unless you come out of this pattern of laziness. And it says avoid processed foods. And what's crazy is that processed foods literally make you tired, bring that lethargy on. They're not nutritious. They don't bring any nutritional value. Think about it, energy, right? Think about gasoline, right? You know, for some of us, you will pay for the higher end gasoline so that your car runs better, right? Same thing. You know, the canned food is the bottom of the barrel for your body, right? It's not the best. The canned food, the processed food, the sandwich meats. And I'm not saying don't eat it. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying restrict yourself from it for forever. All I'm saying is that if you know better, go for do better, right? Go for the better. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Find that balance. For some of you, with the star energy, there's something about how you're looking at your body. I'm hearing you could be, I'm hearing, okay, I don't like to use these terms because I just don't. I have my own reasons. I'm hearing I'm big boned. I've always been told I was big boned. That's what I'm hearing. So for some of you, maybe you've always saw yourself as a bigger sized person. That's how you've always saw yourself. That's how you've seen yourself since you were a child. That's how you see yourself now. And you possibly don't see yourself any other way. Almost to where it's like you've accepted, or you should absolutely accept your body for where it is right here, right now, right this moment, right? You should love your body for even fucking waking up in the morning, right? Bare minimum shit. Waking up, being able to blink, being able to walk, being able to talk, being able to click on this video on the thumbs up. Be grateful for all of that. But if you feel like there is a different version of yourself that you want to work towards, if there is a healthier version of yourself that you want to work towards, like you see how this person, I don't know if y'all can see in the video, this person has 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the water, and this person has 1 foot in and 1 foot out of the water as well. So this does talk about balance. This talks about having a good balance between your emotions as well as, being grounded, staying grounded. So right now I feel like you're coming to a place or a point in your life where you've learned how to maintain balance, possibly with your emotions. And now you're getting ready to step into or come out of some sort of period where you possibly had to heal from something. There's a lot. There is water here, so maybe I told you at the beginning of the reading that we're interconnected, right? How we feel inside is how we project on the outside. So maybe you weren't feeling your best in the inside. Maybe there was some emotional turmoil or something that could have happened that you had to heal through. The star talks about healing. And now you're getting ready to project that healing outward, right? Like now you're, like I said, you've done the research, you've gotten the knowledge, you understand the direction that you need to head in now. Now it's a matter of consistently showing up. There you go. There's the patterns. And then want it to almost come in the reverse. Capricorn energy here. King of Pentacles, heavy Capricorn energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with the King of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. Stuck in patterns. So for some of y'all, it's like you're I'm hearing the sweet spot. You're hitting the sweet spot. You're coming out of that pattern. You're breaking attachments. You're breaking addictions for some of you. For some of you, you had to heal from some sort of addiction. Or that's what you're working through. The addiction could be laziness. Or your addiction could be telling yourself certain stories over and over and over again that keep you stuck and bound in this pattern. Reassess your habits. Something about, there could be a bad habit here. There could be like some sort of addiction. Could be a drinking pattern. I do see, because I'm seeing the water. Maybe drinking or something like that. Or for some of you, it could be relationships, right? Jumping into relationships for the thrill of it because it's fun, but then you suffer from that. You suffer from attaching yourself from people that don't have the same goals as you when it comes to your health. Like if you're focused on trying to lose weight, but then you have a friend or a loved one that keeps calling you like, hey, let's go get so and so, let's go get some drinks, let's go out to eat, let's go do. But yet you have your meal prepped for the whole week in the refrigerator, and you're like, damn, I mean, chicken and waffles does sound good, but then you have the oatmeal waiting for you. And yes, of course, it doesn't sound fucking fun, right? It doesn't, but it's healthier. And I'm not saying don't have the chicken and waffles. Maybe wait till the weekend. Possibly. Maybe wait till the weekend. But what I do like is that you're becoming aware of this pattern. You're finding that balance. You're finding a way to bring it, make it all make sense for you. Hold on, y'all. This is... camera was okay. Yeah, make it all make sense for you. And I feel like something about eating more root vegetables with the King of Pentacles. Since it's an earth energy, that root chakra could be very significant. I'm hearing carrots. Carrot cake. Maybe somebody's favorite is carrot cake. Hold on with the carrot cake. I'm hearing, hold on. Wait a second. I'm seeing cupcakes here. But eating more carrots. Fresh carrots. Not the cake. Wait, keep the cake for the celebrations or for the weekend. Or, you know, eat the little piece of cake. But make sure that everything else throughout your day looks nutritious. Right? That's that balance again. It's finding that, okay, I'm overdoing it now, and bringing yourself back to the ground, back to base, back to foundation. Something about your foundation here. It's like you're healing possibly your relationship with food, and it comes from possibly, you know, how you were raised as a child. Okay. I like it. I mean, I like the balance. This is screaming like heavy. You're figuring it out. Like you're figuring it out. You're coming out of this unhealthy pattern because you're aware of it, right? Because you've become aware of the pattern. All right, let's get some advice for your health and wellness, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I started off, I don't know, I never say Capricorn first, so I feel like there could be heavily talking to a Capricorn, or you have that in your chart heavily. Okay, what else? Advice for my earth signs on their health and wellness journey. Ooh, time to go. Automatically when I touch that card, yeah, loyal hearts. It's time to go. It's time to leave something behind here. It's time to leave. Either this could be a person that's throwing you off. Or it could be a certain food or place. I don't know. This could be, let's see. Put it where it fits for you. But it says, you're at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Y'all, at the beginning of the reading, I said I feel like I'm talking to an earth sign where you're in transition. Your destiny is calling you. So with this star energy, for some of you, y'all are meant to be stars. For some of y'all are meant to be seen in the public eye. So maybe you feel like this what's the word? If you are someone like a model or some like a famous star, or you're just seen in the public eye, right? I feel like there's a lot of pressure behind your appearance. So there's something that is being broken here as to how you're viewing yourself and comparing yourself to other people. Or even just how you are allowing other people's opinions on how they view you and in your body, right? I feel like you're becoming more comfortable in who you are in whatever size you may be right now, right? Even if it's not yet at the end of you're not yet at the end of the goal, or you haven't reached that goal yet. It's like you're okay with where you're at, because now you're entering a new chapter where you're accepting, but you're also changing and adjusting. You're breaking free from something here. Damn, I love this for y'all, earth signs. I love this reading for y'all. I do. This felt good. And y'all got all major arcana, which I kind of figured, before I started to pull the deck, I was like, I wonder if I should just work with the major arcana cards, because they focus on health and wellness a little bit more. for me anyway, for when I am reading health in tarot. But it's so funny that only the major came out. So it was perfectly aligned. All right, Earth signs, I pray that this message gives you a little bit of clarity, or a lot of bit of clarity, on your health and wellness journey. I pray that you get to those goals. I feel like you're headed in the right direction with the star and the time to go energy. You're right on time with the temperance. You see things for what they are, and I feel like you're breaking free. So, Earth signs, again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.